Boom. Let's go. Hello. Yesterday I wasn't online. I didn't stream yesterday. And as I said, because I didn't stream yesterday, to me now it looks like something. Wait. It looks to me like something that is very, very, very new. So, what I want to say is that. Wait, let me check a little bit. Am I right? Am I good? Am I great? I am. Everything is great. Okay, so, nor. I didn't edit on the weekend. I didn't edit anything. I had like a couple of videos that I could have edited. To tell you the truth, I procrastinated. I became lazy. Start. So I don't want to say a lot of things right now. I want to get into work, and also while working, I don't want to do a lot of crazy stuff. Today, I want to stay to the regular. I want to stay to the volume, especially the drums. I want the drums to be where I wanted them to be from the day one, because without loud drums and a loud 808 bass, but it's more like the drums that they make a difference. Then the whole song does not compute. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, it's new. It's not clean, but I can hear the kick and snare. And also the music. Now the whole thing is that, do I really need to lower the synths and guitars? Or should I get the drums and kick and bass louder? Because there comes a time where the things, I think they are already loud. How much can I drive it, right? So all I need to do right now is first of all, the beat is right here, right? It has, what does it have? Okay, it has a clip, 5 decibels, wow. The limiter, 1 dB, so I have like 6 decibels. Red is hitting the 0. Maybe if I play a little bit of EQ. Right. But at the end of the day, how much EQ are you going like to kind of do, you know what I mean, in order to bring up elements? So I don't believe that I need to rely on equalization in order to make things louder and stuff like that. Equalization should be there just to, you know, like tame a little bit the things, get them a little bit higher here, a little bit lower, but not like to stay focused there on that. So let's go. Wales in the chat, W's in the chat. Let's go, everyone. Yeah, I'm already on Niptag season 2. You know, like the moments that is like just, you know, like a little bit of talking and stuff like that, I just like with my roller on the mouse, VLC baby, I get it like to play faster, you know what I mean? Finish line. Now what I'm about to do right now is because I wanna check a lot and I wanna focus a lot on the loudness of the track, and I'm about to compare it, you know. Okay, so I will pay attention a lot to those two tracks, right? I will throw them, and then everything else will follow tomorrow, or I don't know when. Depends on if I find any like problems, so to speak. What is this? Wait. Okay. So, file export, 9 tracks as audio files. Finish line, FL. Wow, nice. Vocals. Create. Export. I'll get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's drive to my home safe zone. Everybody wanna get to the dawn. Bring my letter with the stone. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You see? Can you feel it? The songs are there, baby. Everything is there. You know what I mean? I have mastered, especially the production is there, the stuff, how I use the vocals, how I use everything, when I put a lot of stuff, when I don't put a lot of stuff there, how I use the silence in the songs, the production is there, the rhythm is there, everything is there. Now, all that it takes is for these songs, mixing wise, to be at the level of, you know, of the greats. And for me, the greats, I have already told you who they are for me. So, once the mixing is there, and I say, you know what I mean, like the mixing, when it comes like to the mixing, don't get me wrong, right? It's like everyone has a style, right? Everyone has a style, but there are, like a couple of things that if you don't do them well, you cannot. You can release songs, you know what I mean? As many songs as you want, however you mix them and all that stuff, right? But you cannot compare. You cannot just like play. You know what I mean? Like play a song, right? And Derek, right? He has mixed it, mixed by Ali, right? And you put it like in your headphones, right? And boom, the 808, boom, the kick, boom, the snare. Now, when these things, like the main elements in the songs, like what I mean, like they are there, they are mixed wonderfully, beautifully, right? And the vocal, like Kendrick's vocal is like there, right? It's there, you know what I mean? And all the other elements, then okay, yeah, it's like EQ, compression, reverbs, delays, yeah, but all these other elements, right? And even the elements of the vocal, but you gotta like put the vocal there to be full, to be there with the kick, the snare, the 808 or like the bass, whatever, like, like these elements, they might be like there, you know what I mean? And then you place also the music, whatever it is, like the main chords, whatever, like guitar, piano, synthesizer, whatever, right? And you have those main elements. And once you have them, like volume wise, and everything is there, right? And it is full, then everything else when it comes to mixing is just a personal style. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, here he used like whatever, you know what I mean? Here he used like a long tail on the reverb, and at the same time he sidechained it to this, and then he put like this effect, and then he opened it up. All that is like the style of everyone's, you know what I mean? But there are some things, you know what I mean, that if you don't get them right, then however good of a mix you are making, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not the mastering. I used to think that it is the mastering, but everything is in the mix. Because the mastering is just, what are you going to do like with the mastering? Like you are going like to EQ it a little bit, you are going to open it up a little bit. Maybe you are going like you are going to compress it a little bit, just a little bit, like to tighten it up. Here, there, and then what? You are going to throw like a couple of Oxford inflators and a little bit of limiting and maybe a little bit of maximizing before the limiting, and that's it, you know what I mean? Like, what else are you going to do like with the mastering? You cannot like take like a bad mix and make it like, if my drums are low, you know what I mean, on the song, then on my drums, what am I going to do? Like, okay, yeah, I will throw like an equalizer there, and again another equalizer, and I will drive it and drive it and drive it. Like, if it is not there from the get-go, then, but if it is like there, right, I can just like, you know what I mean, like in the mastering, once like I have compressed it or something like that, I'm like, oh yeah, let's like get a little bit the kick, just a little bit more up, you know what I mean? And then you just EQ it just a little bit, like 1 decibel, maybe 2, if you are like so. Or like maybe you dip something just a little bit, like 1 dB, 2 dBs right here. A little bit of, you brighten it up, you know what I mean, like with a little bit of stereo EQ, maybe a little bit of mono EQ here and there. Maybe like you throw like something and boom, a little bit of maximizing here and there. But if it is not there where it should be, the kick, snare, when I say snare, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's a clap or maybe it's a rim, whatever, like the rhythm, to pop, to pop, like that, the driving force, and then your vocal, the main vocal at least, you know what I mean? If it is not there, then I don't care. And then, after everything is there, meaning like volume wise. That's why I'm achieving right now. That's why I'm getting so crazy, and I'm like, why the fuck can I not get the sound that they have? It's not like about copying them, but it's about like, you know what I mean? Like these are the giants, right? And you should like step into their footprints, because they stepped on the footprints. You know what I mean? Like Derek, he used like to work with Dr. Dre, right? Ali. And Dr. Dre used to like to teach him how to get the board, like the cuisine. I call it like the cuisine, like the big board, how to drive it, how to drive the elements without getting them distorted. So, the same goes like with Gadget. You know what I mean? How Gadget, he has mixed like Hold On We Are Going Home, right? With that kick there, boom, the snare, bop, and then the bass. Then all that beautifully, that how he mixed like the reverb on that song. Then that is a personal style. There is nothing there to say that, oh, I have like to get that. You know what I mean? That's a personal style. Like that's I believe that is a thing also, like in the moment that happens. You know what I mean? Like in the moment, the mixing engineer, he has like he feels there is the muse inside the studio, right? The muse of the moment, and he feels it, and he's like, okay, like let's throw like the reverb right here, boom, boom, boom. Let's EQ it a little bit right here. Let's compress everything. Let's get them all together. Boom, the voice. But there are a couple of stuff that is like, there are rules. You know what I mean? So that's what I am achieving right now, and I'm going like to do it, man. Like it's. Look at the kick right now, right? 3.5. You see? 5. Before having like a sound, it's already clipped. Still, the snare is like, whoa. You know what I mean? How much like can you drive them? So I need to keep it cool right now. Because at the end of the day, how much like can you drive it? So let's throw at least like the vocal, so that we will have like. Wait. Let me throw that also, right? This is the main hook, the main vocal, right? Oh, the hook, and everything else is just. Okay, so yeah, let's. Okay, so repeat. So once I get that, chat, you know what I mean? Like once I get that ready, then it's just like personalizing it. It's like, and it's a song of the moment, like the whole, like the muse, how I call it, You know what I mean? The inspiration of the moment, or maybe a little bit of mistakes. Oh, I want like to throw this plugin, but I threw that one, and instead like of going like through the preset that I always use, I went like through that. You know, that's, but the whole thing is the philosophy behind of it. And it's not that they don't follow a rule, these people, you know what I mean? It's no, there is no mistake, because when you listen like to their songs, right, and you compare their songs together, right, the rules are there, like regardless of the style of mixing and all that stuff, they sound the same, chat. Like they sound the same. And it feels like they are all using like the same rule of thumb. You know what I mean? Like, and especially like if you compare their songs, right, to, you know, like regular regular whatever, man, regular artists, especially. And even if you compare their songs to not like the top tier rappers, right, but like to good ones, you know, that you are like, oh yeah, these guys, they are starting like to make a little bit of noise, you know what I mean? Like a couple of articles are written about them, a couple of oh yeah, you know what I mean, like cool song. Yeah, but when it comes to mixing, you compare it like to the songs, you know, like, and you're like, wait, Drake and Kendrick, they are like in a level right here, and these other artists, when it comes to mixing, right, I don't say like about the song, or like maybe like there is like a song that the other artists, they have like that it is like crazy good, you know what I mean, but we are talking about mixing quality, right? So these two, they are right here, right? And when it comes like to drums, I would say that. And overall volume, Drake, like he's going like a little bit louder, you know, but it's not like the loudness that, oh my god, you know what I mean? It's just the drums like are like way louder, you know, not too much, but they are. But the quality is there from both of them, right? But when you go like to other artists, the loudness is not there. The low end is not there, meaning like the quality, man, you know what I mean? And it drives you crazy, because you are like, man, yeah, that's why they are where they are, you know. There is no mistakes, you know. It is not like, oh, they are lucky to have, you know what I mean, like the success that they are having and all that stuff. No, man, these things are calculated, you know what I mean? Like, they are like, people do not understand that there is like a huge like calculation behind quality, man. And someone might say like, oh yeah, but Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, whatever, Amazon Music, Tidal, they don't care about how loud you go and all that stuff, because at the end of the day, it's like minus 14. What do they use? Minus 14, whatever, LUFS, right? So whether someone goes at minus 9 LUFS, or like he goes at like at minus 8, or like even at minus 7 point something, nobody cares, you know. And the same goes like even like with The Weeknd or Ariana Grande. I don't know about Billie Eilish. I think that she goes also loud. But they all have the same formula, man. They all battle for loudness. You know what I mean? Like there are songs like from Ariana, like the ones that they are like more hip hop, you know, like with 808s there and all the stuff. And she's loud, man. Like and it is, you know that it is clipped because it is sound clipped, but the song doesn't sound distorted, but it is sounds like clipped and loud, right? Whereas with Drake and Kendrick, right, the songs, they sound loud and clean, and very, 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 very controlled. Very controlled. The drums are controlled. The music is controlled. The bass is controlled. 808, whatever you want to call it. The kick and bass is controlled. The vocal is controlled. Overall, everything is controlled. You know what I mean? It's not just loud. It's not let's go loud for the sake of loudness. You know what I mean? Like everything is calculated. That's why they are top tier. Because even their mixing engineers, they are like top tier. I don't know like how to say that in English. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so obsessed with two guys. You know what I mean? Because everything is like, we are talking like about new age artists, right? And why I say like, for example, I say like Michael Jackson, Prince, right? And then I say like Drake, Kendrick. Why I don't say like, for example, Justin Bieber, Ed Sheeran, right? Because it's not about the genre, but it's about the quality. You know what I mean? The quality, and at the same time the quantity. You know? You cannot compare a guy, let's say like Ed is like extremely talented, extremely great, right? Right? He is where he is, right? But you cannot compare a guy like with an acoustic guitar over, let's say, like Drake, right? Who is consistently for years and years and years putting out music, and it's music with beats, with instrumentation, with you know what I mean, with everything. You cannot like get like, you cannot compare a guy like who got hip hop like to the masses, you know, who made hip hop pop in a way, you know what I mean? Who made hip hop, you know, so everyone, global, everyone can listen to it. You know what I mean? Like you cannot compare. That's why I'm so obsessed with these guys. And at the same time, you cannot like Kendrick, you know what I mean? Like everything is quality. He got hip hop to a place where it's like art. You know what I mean? Art. He made it art. You listen like to his albums, and everything is like, especially like from Good Kid and to Pimp and Butterfly, like it's like quality. You are like, oh man, like hip hop, right? That's why I'm very obsessed. That's why I'm very obsessed with two guys. And I am getting extremely, extremely, extremely inspired by their work. And I was like, what the fuck, man? I cannot. When like they got like into what they got, right? I was like, oh man, I cannot like even like now talk about them like together. You know what I mean? Because I used to always, even before like they had like what they had, I used to always like talk about like with myself, or even like in the live streams that I deleted, the first live streams where I couldn't speak like English properly. I used to talk about both of them. You know what I mean? Like one I would like talk about the one, then I would talk like about like I talk right now, right? And after what they got into, I'm like, wait, what? Now I cannot like even talk for both of them. You know what I mean? Like talk, you know, like talk about the one and then and again the other, and so yeah, as I said, quality, man. That's the thing. They get out quality and at the same time quantity, because people are like, oh, you cannot like get quality or quantity. You have to choose. Man, it doesn't work like that. If you want to get to the top where they are, you know what I mean? You have to have your quality and at the same time the quantity. It's not just the quality, it's also like the quantity. You know what I mean? And that's what I am striving to achieve, and I will achieve it.
Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong.
I don't wanna put a lot of stuff, right?
Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you
Yet.
belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride
Because as I said, I'm going like
get
for
you to the finish line where you
for the
belong.
volume,
You can place me in your car.
the overall volume.
Let's ride to my
I wanna
home,
check it today.
get you to the
I wanna check
finish
it
line where you belong.
where we are.
Place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to
But
my
to
home,
tell you the truth, chat,
get you to the
I am
finish line where you
I am
belong.
listening to it not being clean.
Let's ride to my home,
I realize the fact that it's not clean,
line where you belong. You can place me
and
in
maybe
your
it's
car.
because
Let's ride to my
of
home,
me
get you to the
drawing
finish
a
line
lot
where
of
you belong. You can place me in your car.
saturation,
Let's
right?
ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong.
And I'm not
Line where you belong.
accustomed to so much of the saturation.
Line where you belong.
But I am using it
Where you belong.
more for
Line where you belong.
perceived loudness.
Line where you belong.
You know what I mean? Fullness,
Let's ride to my
or
home,
however you wanna
get you
call it.
to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can
Instead
place
of a
me in your
grammar,
car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish
I will use a
line where you
Saturn
belong.
too.
You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home, get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my
A
home.
little bit of
Get
fullness.
you to the finish
That's what
line
I'm.
where you belong.
That's what
You
I
can
want.
place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me
How
in
does
your
it
car.
sound?
Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you
Wait,
belong.
wait, wait.
You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home.
That kick
Get you
that I was
to the
talking to you
finish line
right here.
home. Get you to the finish
Just a little bit.
line where you belong. You can place me
Maybe a
in
little
your
bit of
car.
bass.
Let's ride to my home.
Clean it up.
Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to
See?
my home.
A couple of dips
Get
right
you
here
to
and
the
there.
finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong.
Open it up.
Place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish
Flip it.
line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in
Wait.
your car.
Fuck, wait. I maybe need to get it 1 decibel lower. Right? And you know, once it is where it is, I have a feeling that we are closer.
Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish
Okay, let's go.
line where you belong.
Ready?
You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish
Okay,
in your
let's
car. Let's drive to my home.
drive to my home.
Get you to the finish
Okay. So, what I have to say right now is that I am closer. I'm closer. I'm closer. I am better than I used to be, right? I can feel that there are a couple of stuff that I haven't, in a way, I don't have them in the right order, meaning sub the sub that's why my, yeah, baby, that's right. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. My fault, of course. My bass compared to their bass is non-existent. Uh, my kick doesn't hit as it should hit. Now I don't know why. Maybe I have it like on a higher kind of. Maybe the R bass isn't where it needs to be. I have like maybe opto, me having it in opto mode. So I have to a little bit check it. I don't think that it is a loudness thing anymore. The snare is not so clean, my snare. Of course it's a sample thing, but it's also like something else. You see, it doesn't in a way, it doesn't hit where it needs to hit. I will check for phase issues. Even though I don't know, I don't think that they have like phasing issues. Maybe they have, who knows. Yeah, so yeah, overall, of course they have like way cleaner songs, you know what I mean?
Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you belong. You can place me in your car. Let's ride to my home. Get you to the finish line where you
Volume wise, I'm closer because right now, as I can see, like in my session, I have thrown everything on the bass. I have thrown everything. Whatever I have found in my arsenal, I have thrown it. So, and what does that mean? That means that I have made my low end. I have made my low end thin. Wait, someone is knocking on my door.
Όποια να είναι από αυτές τις δυο. Αυτή την πανιέρα άσε. Αυτή από το μπάνιο άστε λίγο ανοιχτή. Για κανένα 5 λεπτό να δούμε μήπως τρέξει κάτω, έτσι.
Οκ.
Τέλειο.
5 λεπτό. Να περιμένω πάλι.
Ναι, ξανά δούμε.
Οκ. Chat, there is an issue with the water running, so don't worry. I'm making now the coffee, and yeah, as we said before, it's a lot about the low end, but the volume is there. And I used maximizers, right? And I used the clipping to clip it, but then I didn't use clip to bring the volume up. But I think I'm good. I think I'm good with the 2 maximizers and the limiter there. Now it's the low end. I have to get out all that Pro MB, all that side chaining that I'm doing, all that, because I'm making it thin, so to speak. Yeah, and it's like the coffee. It is the last coffee. So I don't know how that it will work, right? I'll get you to the finish line. Also, I haven't yet uploaded the Costadinos. Oh, the timer again. So I haven't yet uploaded Costadinos number 9, man. What am I doing, man? Like, seriously, I am procrastinating. I have never in my life thought that I will reach into a point where I will be like, oh man, I'm just tired. I don't wanna like upload like the new body of work that I have because I'm tired. So yeah, what a time, right? What a time, man. From the time where you used to be scared to upload chat because I was like, oh man, like I mean like on TuneCore, right? I was like, oh man, like what if the songs don't go well? What if something happens? Like to the time where it's like becoming like, okay, yeah, I'm uploading, you know, to the point where, oh man, I have like another body of work to upload and oh, I'm tired. I'm going to upload it tomorrow. Procrastinating. Now imagine like with the singles, it will be like way worse because I will have like to be chat in a way to be there to upload again consistently making cover art. Yeah, the cover arts, I don't know about the cover arts. I will not like go crazy. I will not be like, okay, for this month we will have this style of cover arts. No, nothing like that. I will try to be as simple as possible. Sometimes maybe I won't throw any title or name there, nothing, just a photograph or maybe like just something, you know what I mean, whatever I find in the moment. Yeah, I will keep it simple, the cover art. Simple, but at the end of the day, it will be like simple, but yet, you know, like catchy, right? So I don't want to just like get a photograph of like the table, you know what I mean? Like just put it there. You know, maybe. Wait.
Κλείστε υγρασία από κάτω, αλλά θα δούμε από πού είναι. Ναι, ναι.
Okay, chat. So we finished. We are locked in back again. Wait, I'm getting a little bit of coffee. Coffee. Oops. So, so, chat. Yeah, problem. I don't know if it was fixed. I don't think like they fixed it, but they will not knock on my door again, at least for today. So I will be focused right here. Maybe we'll put the headphones on in a little bit. So and I'll get you to the finish line where you belong. Oh. So, chat, yeah. What I say? Oh God, you know, I'm feeling a little bit lonely right now. But yeah, I would love to have like right now the chat like going crazy, like just to get a little bit of talk, man. Because at the end of the day, all I'm talking about is like, how am I going to get my mixes? How am I going to sing better? And for for all of you who think that I am being obsessed with mixing and all that stuff, as I have said, like in earlier live streams, that my mixing, I used to neglect mixing, right? So if I had the live stream opened like in 2016 or 17 or 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, 23, January 23, that's where I stopped like caring about songwriting and production and all that stuff and started like focusing a lot on mixing, because I found out that I wasn't good at it, right? Because when I started like comparing my tracks, like it's a wonderful app, VST, but it is also at the same time the worst. That AB metric, whatever like the name is, like it's a wonderful, right? But at the same time it's the worst VST that you can ever have in your arsenal, because especially like in the beginning you compare it and you're like, fuck man, like it is not the quality. And the more you compare, right, the more you understand that everyone, it's not like a personal kind of thing, but it's like they have a standard quality, right? And you need to follow that standard quality. It's not like oh, I'm having it wrong because my music is avant-garde, underground, and it is like, you know what I mean? No, buddy, you have it like wrong. It's not just, oh, my music compared to this certain artist, but to the others it's like, no, buddy, everyone has a standard quality, and then each mixing engineer, he has his own style, of course, you know what I mean? So when before that, if I had my live stream open and all that stuff, I would have been obsessed to the point, and I would tell you like, oh yeah, and I gotta, like make these hooks and those certain number of hooks, and before the pre-chorus, yeah, and here in the pre-chorus the bass needs to change, you know what I mean? And then I have like to put, the risers and the risers should be like from the Serum, because Serum has like the best risers and the best effects, and it should do like sounds like psh, psh, like, and when you get like to the hook, everything should come up and and I have like to write this kind of style, like, and write that and write this. But nowadays it has come like to a point of how can I say it, like to a point of effortlessly like doing it, you know what I mean, like without even like thinking about it, and because instinctively these things happen. And yeah, of course you should always like study, but I instinctively study nowadays, again, instinctively. Everything like comes like to instinct, you know what I mean? Even like when I listen like to a couple of songs, right, I instantly like, I'm like, okay, so here like is the hook, and or like here like is the verse. In the verse they don't have that, but you know what I mean? I also nowadays I kinda pay a lot of attention to my singing, because I sing on different times right now, and I try to compress in a way my loudness, or like to volume it down a little bit when I can like clearly like sing loud and stuff like that. I'm trying like to lower it, to make it like more, as I said, not like if Freddie Mercury is here, Michael Jackson is here, Billie Eilish is here. I'm trying like to go a little bit lower than Mike. You know what I mean? Right now, this period of my life. And if I go loud, I'm trying like to compress it by myself, right? You know what I mean? So, yeah, and at the same time, I'm trying like to not sing like with my head voice a lot, meaning like I'm trying to make it like more Barry White, you know, but not so Barry White. I'm trying like to make it like Barry White, you know what I mean? And I'm trying like to not be kinda tricky with my singing. You know, I don't wanna like trying like to be like down, 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 down. My mom. So I might close the stream right now. Yeah, as I said, I don't wanna stream today too much because I have like to edit the Friday one, and edit the Friday one. Also upload the moments that I was talking about how Kendrick and Drake inspired me. So I might be back again in a little bit, or I might be back again tomorrow. We'll see, because I also have like to put a little bit of breaks here and there. Breaks in a way, you know, I don't want to crash. I know that when I go like day after day after day after day after day after day, there comes a point where my mental health like, and I crash. So I don't want to do that. I wanna like keep it flowing, and this comes from experience. Keep it flowing, keep it flowing, keep it flowing, keep it flowing and flowing and flowing without being like, okay, let's go, motivation, crash, boom. And then you need like twice the time in order to get back again at it, right? And because I used to do all those mistakes, I don't want to do them again. I want to like get into my 30s era, into a way more relaxed, more flow, more everything without crashing, avoiding crashes, avoiding injuries. You know what I mean? If we are athletes, what you have to do is to avoid injuries. So what is an injury with us artists, you know, like musicians, actors, whatever? The injuries are here in our mental health because we play a lot with emotions and with mentality. And when you crash right here, out of extreme work and pressure, so I don't want to do that. So I'll be back again in a little bit. I'm going to eat something, drink a little bit of coffee and all that stuff. See ya. But hey, you saw the loud. We are getting there, baby. And once we get there, right, and everything is loud, we are going like to make it like, we are going to polish it and EQ it good and compress it great and brighten it up and have everything being prominent and beautiful and find our own style. And then it's like bicycle. And then the music creation is bicycle.